Manchester United. Again. Ole, ole. Good evening, everybody. How are we?
Good, thanks, Andy. And you?
I knew Paddy would like that bit of an intro. Good evening, everybody who is in the chat as well. Anne-Marie, good to see you back, and it's good to see you, Dad, on the mend.
Oh, yeah, it's an absolute joy, Andy, to see him laughing and smiling.
How does he manage smiling and happy living in the same house as you?
Yeah,
I don't know, but trust me, maybe now I saw it first on the Friday after the operation. So maybe it was the thought of I've got a night of freedom because they kept him in on Friday night. So maybe that was why he was laughing and smiling.
Yeah, Mum. No, it's great to see you back, and it's great to see you, Dad, because I know he's been through a tough time. So let's get into it. City, top of the league after a fantastic. Hang on. Should we go through last week's predictions, Paddy?
go on.
Paddy. 3-0 Doku, last goal. Stan, 8-0 Bob. Me, 4-0 Reinders. How close was that?
Very close, Andy. We'll give you that one.
How close was that? Anyway, it was I just thought we didn't get out of third gear, I don't think, yesterday. I actually really enjoyed it. And it's been a long time since I've actually enjoyed a match like that. I don't know if it's because there's been pre-season and stuff like that, but it just seemed from the get-go. And I've got to say, Mr. James Trafford, Patrick, he did very, very well.
He certainly did. And I don't want to see that man doing badly, but I'm not in no hurry to get rid of Ederson.
Well, it looks like he's going, doesn't it, Anne-Marie?
Well, if I'm to believe what you're telling me, yes, I believe he is going.
Yeah, well, it's all Fabrizio's got hold of it today as well.
What?
No, but the thing is, I don't particularly like him. I don't follow him, but he's got a decent history of getting things right. So
does this mean we're bringing Donnarumma in?
Donnarumma?
Yeah, the fella from PSG.
Donnarumma? What? Who?
Donnarumma, isn't it?
Oh, right. It's Donnarumma. I don't know. I would like to think that James Trafford, it's his jersey now, until it's not, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, if Ederson's going, it's going to be his jersey unless Donnarumma comes in and takes it off him.
Mm-hmm. It's just we just looked so refreshing yesterday, didn't we? You know, everywhere. Record another great game, I thought. You know, and I've said it on X the past. I've started calling it X now, not Twitter. We've got to judge him in the position he's playing in now, because that is his natural position. And what we've got now, we have got strength in depth. Now we've got players in the defence who can chop and change, whether it's right back, left back. Oh, look at that. Stan's entered the studio. Good evening, Stanley.
Stanley.
Good evening. Good
We're just
evening,
going on
everybody.
about-
How are you?
We're just going on about last week's predictions, mate, where me 4-0 Reinders. How close was I?
Well, not bad.
And by the way, nobody in the chat got 4-0 Cherky. I did go through it. So what we're going to do this week, I want you, I'll put it up on it. I want you to email me your predictions so I can collate them, because it was a nightmare on Wednesday when I went through them all. And we'll do a giveaway. So yeah, Stan, we're just going on about how we looked really up for it, didn't we, yesterday? As if our mojo was back. Like Pep was animated. He was bouncing off Colo Torre, Pep Reinders as well. Pep Reinders. It just seems like he's got people to take a bit of the burden off him now.
Yeah, it looks like the changes were all right. It's one game in. I'm a miserable sod. I'm a natural miserable sod. So let's just take him one game at a time. But we've had a great start.
Hang on a minute, one game at a time. We're top of the league, and
Yeah.
United 15th again. Ole, ole, ole.
Well, there's nothing new about that, is there?
No. So this, what? I take it you watched the match yesterday, Stan?
No.
No,
Yeah.
that's fine. Did you, Paddy?
I did.
No.
I just think we look.
I was disappointed to
real
be
good.
honest, Sandy. I thought we'd beat them 8. I was
I know
disappointed. I thought we'd beat them 8-0.
I know. Did you go for a lie down after you made that prediction? I'll tell you what really impressed me as well.
No, I went for a lie down. Oh,
I don't know if anyone noticed. You know, when the goalkeeper got the ball yesterday, we wasn't playing it out at the back.
yeah.
We was playing it, and the third goal came directly from a James Trafford ball out to the right.
Do you know when he did that, I nearly threw myself off the balcony here. I thought, I'm going to have to listen to him tomorrow night. Now listen, fucking Trafford chipped the ball. Jesus Christ.
But listen, a number of weeks ago, I said on this show, and I'll have my moment in the sunshine, that if Trafford was coming in, we would play different from the back. Did I not? And it looks like we've set our stall up like that. But it's the way, it's the energy what we had. Like Bernardo looked his old self in midfield. Reinders, what an incredible player he is. And the way he went about it, looks like Haaland is on fire. I thought Bob played very well.
Bob fills me with encouragement, because I just think if Savio does go, we've got nothing to worry about.
No, definitely don't.
It'd make me smile. I read somewhere that Savino had watched 2 weeks of Bob training and thought, right, that's it, I'm off.
It's just the way, even John Stones, the way he linked up. If we could keep John Stones fit for one season, just one season. Nico Gonzalez, brilliant. You know, I think he went under the radar a little bit because of the way Reinders was just bossing the midfield, but he sat in that Rodri position, and all the people who were moaning last year about, he's not getting a chance, he will get his chance because Rodri will not play every single game. Nico Gonzalez will have a big season for us. I'm sure about that. Beckenbauer come on. I thought he looked solid. He was quick, the way he moved about the pitch. Nore, brilliant. You know, the way even all the subs when they come on, Cherky's goal, it was just that. It was just it's like a training ground move, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I liked about Nore? I would say the first 20 minutes, half hour, he had a few problems behind him. And Wolves obviously knew his weaknesses. They knew what to do with him, and they weren't giving him a hard time, but it wasn't comfortable for him. But half time, they figured it out. They moved the defence over a little bit, and he was in there and I thought he was far, far better second half. I thought they spotted the problems that Wolves were posing him, got them sorted out, and away we went.
But Paddy, look, I'm going to use Rico as another example. Like I said at the top of the show, we judge him on that position, mate. Now, Rico's got to be thinking, I'm not going to sign for Forest because Gundo's coming to the twilight of his career. The likes of Kovacic is coming to the twilight of his career. So if he's playing in that hole like he did yesterday and in pre-season, to be fair, then he's got a great chance of still getting plenty of minutes.
Right, realistically, and I've seen what Rico Lewis come out with today. He's not going anywhere. He's quite clearly said that. But let's put a bit of reality into the situation. Rico Lewis can play the right back and invert against, shall we say, lesser teams who are going to sit back. But against the top six, Rico Lewis is not going to survive at right back. It's as simple as that.
That's why.
I know that, Andy, but his position yesterday was right back. He will get away with. You have to be honest.
Like I said, let's judge him in his position. Would we start judging Ortega if he played in midfield for us?
All right, Andy. I'm not saying Rico Lewis is a right back, right? You can say let's judge him as a midfielder. We have 300 midfielders. So if we get a right back, Rico Lewis is going to get very, very limited playing time.
Okay.
Because there's a lot more ahead of him in the pecking order in that midfield. And you have to be honest about that.
Okay, then. Did anybody, I certainly didn't, have Rico down as starting yesterday? Did you, Anne-Marie?
No.
Did you, Paddy? And I'm
sure.
But it just shows you what the hell do we know? We know nothing. Rico in them little pockets. That ball he put in was brilliant for Haaland's opener, mate.
That was unbelievable. But that's what the young fella can do when he's playing in his natural position. But playing him at right back is not the answer for Rico Lewis, in my opinion.
Did we really play him at right back though yesterday? No, because he wasn't really at right back.
But he got away with it because Wolves weren't really putting us under that much pressure.
Well, now let's just put a little bit of perspective on yesterday, because before we scored, Wolves actually had a goal disallowed for offside, rightly so. And only for the fact that fella was thick, he could have caused us a lot of damage yesterday. He just didn't have the footballing brain to stay on side. So we've still got a little bit of an iffy defence, I think. And whether it's because we've not played enough together or what.
But if you actually see that goal, Anne-Marie, you'll see why he was offside.
It's because we were playing the line and we played it very well throughout the game.
Diaz was playing him on and seeing what was happening, and he roared the John Stones, and they all come out as a four, and then he was offside. Watch it. It's unreal what he did.
No, I know what you're saying, but I think we still need to be a bit cautious with our defence. That's all.
Stan, can I ask you a question, mate? It's just been said our defence is a bit iffy, but we was brilliant at marshalling the line of defence. I'd say that's not iffy. I'd say that's good defending as a unit.
No, it's good defending, and when people score from offside goals, the defence has done the job.
Mm-hmm.
It's not our fault, I thought they did the job. I do know what Anne-Marie's getting at. I really, really do. I just don't think that was a great example. I do. Like I say, he got in behind Altnori. I mean, we did have our problems at the back, but that marshalling wasn't that particular example. I don't think that was a great example of the defence not doing the job. They clearly did do the job. But it is a bit of an high one. And while we haven't got any speedsters, and I mean real out speeders, we will get those little iffy moments where our hearts are in our mouths. And I fully agree with you on that point, Marie.
But what club ever goes through a season not conceding a goal? It's the old part of football.
City, 25, 26.
Right, so just want to answer this question for DC. DC, how's Nico's arm? It must be really, really bad because it made him walk funny yesterday.
It's not Kevin Orlock.
Oh, did you see it? Is that he was holding his arm and he was limping with
Was that in an aggressive manner?
But realistically, right? If we played in the World Club and all that, can you carry on? But like, this is the business side of it now. The league. We played one match. There's 37 matches to go. We wouldn't be a first cousin of a well-oiled machine. Like, I think Stan says a few weeks ago, judge us after Christmas. See how the defence are moving and picking up men and playing a high line. The midfield for me, the legs in the midfield, the pace in the midfield. Silva didn't look out of place. He was defending. He was attacking the box. I don't think there was a blade of grass he didn't touch.
Even I'd struggle to get in that midfield now.
This is something Rico Lewis is. You know, you were saying before about Rico Lewis, Paddy. You've got to remember who wasn't in that team as well yesterday. There was no Foden, there was no Rodri, there was no Gavardio. Who else didn't play? Is somebody else?
Gavardio, Rodri.
Turkey was on the bench.
Grealish couldn't play, Paddy, because I'm going to let Stan do some breaking news regarding Grealish, mate. Go on. Exclusive from Stan, this.
Everton are interested in Grealish.
Oh.
Can you see him going?
Probably, yeah. As we've just said, that was a great team performance yesterday. And with the lads that didn't play as well, he's going to have limited game time in it. So you can see him turning out for Everton. It's sad to see him go. I thought he was a good player. Don't know. I think he's another one that got a little bit unfairly maligned, but there we go. He's a good lad, Jack. Wish him all the best.
I just wish, my sentiments exactly, mate.
I'm actually looking forward to watching Leeds Everton tomorrow night to see Jack play.
I tell you what, Amory, let's be honest. Whenever he passes the ball inside, ooh, Everton have ruined him. Ooh. You know, what we'll actually get off the press is what a wonderful passing trying to keep possession. The guy's obviously matured and he's free from the shackles of Pep. And that's how it is, isn't it? Not a lot you can do. But we know.
McAtee was on the bench for Nottingham Forest today.
Was
No,
he?
he wasn't.
Was he?
He was.
Was it?
He was now.
I'm going off what I've been told.
I watched the match. He was paraded in front of the fans.
Yeah, and then he sat on the bench in his suit.
He came onto the pitch, Amory, with number 24 in the back of the jersey, but he was holding it up. He had his normal clothes on.
I know you're right. I'll give you that. Sorry, I've been given some duff information by an old man.
So, Stan, why are you giving a dud information, mate?
I think that was aimed at his father.
Right, so we're
Who, by
talking
the
about...
way, how's he feeling? Is he getting... He's on the mend, is he?
He's doing fantastic, thanks, Stan. He gets his stitches out tomorrow, and he went for his first little trip into Altrincham yesterday, which he hasn't done for us.
Stan, if you'd have been on time, you'd have heard at the top of the show if you was on time, mate.
Well, that's all right, but I wasn't, so I'm asking now. Anyway, I bet he was in stitches after giving you that tidbit, and he's just gone national saying that he was on the bench. I
know. I will be having words with him after this.
Like father, like daughter, eh? So, Stan, we're going on about players who didn't actually play yesterday for us. So the players we've got Rodri out,
Yeah.
Gvardiol was
Yeah.
out, Foden was out. We also had Kyle Walker
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
He's
he's gone. He's gone. He's completed his move now. I said that last week. Keep up on it.
He's
I
definitely
told you that
gone.
last week that he's gone to Burnley.
He's
Keep up with
gone.
the news.
And if you watch the highlights of Tottenham Burnley from yesterday, you'll see exactly why he's gone.
Oh, he was diabolical. I watched it.
Yeah.
It was diabolical.
Did you see him looking round when that goal went in and he's looking round? Are you thinking, yeah, this is it, Carl? This is why you're not here anymore.
But the thing
He
is,
properly looked bemused, didn't he, when the ball went?
But I don't like the disrespect. He was instrumental with the success what we've had, and I think Ederson's getting the same now. A lot of pelters because it looks like he's going to be leaving. Yeah, the chip to Rico was pure class by Reinders. Is that what you're pointing at, Paddy?
I'm pointing at you. That statement about Ederson and you Van Trafford and the Nets.
But I'm not slaughtering Ederson. And Ederson has been instrumental, and if he stays with us this season, which it don't look like it, he will also be instrumental in what we will do this season. He's not a bad keeper. Just people just seem to like, oh, we're going to get a new toy now. It's a team game now, and I did predict last week that Trafford would start yesterday, and you was all no. I just could feel all this bubbling. And especially when the press conference on Friday with Pep, when he was asked about Ederson and Savio, and he says that they're not in the squad, they're injured. It's quite clear they're not injured. It's quite clear they're both going to be going, in my opinion.
Like Pep comes out and says Savino's injured, and then on Savino's Instagram, he's working out with a personal trainer.
I tell you what, if we can get 70 million, that's some business. If we can get 70 million for Savino.
Oh Jesus, yeah. And I'm not joking now. They better screw Spurs over him.
But the thing is, Paddy, right? I think I'm sure I said it on the show last week. The way Bob is, I think we can afford to let Savino go because
100%.
I really do. So if this is a way of Pep cutting the squad down by letting, I'm not saying Savino was a bad player, by the way. I just think Bob's got more to offer. Yesterday, he had about 4 or 5 Wolves players around him, and he still managed to get a pass into, I think it was Rico?
Yeah, Bob is an absolute wizard, and he was a wizard before he broke his leg, and he's just picked up where he's left off. That example you just give, Andy, that was mind-boggling when he did. They couldn't get the ball off him.
And that's just pure composure in it, Stan, where you know, and you could see he was looking up. He wasn't running in a blind alley. It's well documented. Like Doku runs into blind alleys, but I think he's learning not to do that now. Where Savio, he just seems to run down that and run into a blind alley. Whereas if you look with Oscar Bob, his head's up all the time, looking for a pass rather than just get me head down, just go to the old get to the byline, try and get the ball in. I think Oscar Bob's got more nous to him, and at such a young age. I'm not saying Savio was a bad player.
I use the term football intelligence, Andy. I think that's a better phrase for it.
Well, I think what was evident yesterday, right? And I know it's only one match, and as I say, there's 37 to go.
Cheers, Simo.
But the vision that Oscar Bob has, the vision that Cherky has, the vision that Reinders has, you can't teach that. Like that's only going to get better as each game goes on. But in terms of, say, players going, Ederson or Savino or whatever, what's very evident this year is if you're not at it, there's somebody going to take your place, and that brings out the best in everyone.
Mm-hmm. Like Kathy says there, Bob Allen brought back memories of KDB, Sané and Sterling. Just being there in right places, and 100%, Kathy, because let's not underestimate the impact what Haaland was having as well, because at times his link-up play was brilliant. Other times he's moving away, letting defenders go, and that's where he was giving Reinders space, and Reinders was just like bossing it. So it's almost like we have done a bit of a flip-flop from previous years. And again, and I'll say it again, how many times did we play out of the back yesterday?
Can you say it again?
Again.
I think the difference, though, here's one little thing, though. When you look at Bob, how long's he been at City?
Yeah.
So he's had 4 or 5 years of that absolute world quality education. So his brain's going to be a little bit fired up quicker than Savio anyway. So that's the beauty of having somebody who's come through the system right from a young age. He's going to know as soon as he makes his debut or his first 10 games, he knows what to do, where to do it, when to do it. He's been doing it 1,000 times apart from last year when his leg broke. God alone knows where he would be now if he hadn't lost that year of his career. It's on these small things that the differences happen. I don't think we would have brought Savino in if Bob hadn't broke his leg.
That's a good point.
That is genuinely football for you. As one door closes, another one opens, and you've got to take your chances where you can. And if Savino thinks that he won't quite make it at City, that's not embarrassing. And if we can get a lot of money out of him, that's great.
Especially a World Cup season as well, Stan.
Now, people say he's the unfinished product. He is. He hasn't been here long enough yet to know exactly what to do, when to do it, without thinking. Which is that speed of thought that those that have come through the ranks have got.
No, you're right, but for Savio's perspective, he's like, listen, I'm either going to be playing week in, week out, or I need to go somewhere, whether it's on loan or permanent, because I need to be in that World Cup squad. From our perspective, he's not fully up to speed with what we need, especially the way the likes of Bob's performing, other players there. So if we can get, say, 60 million for him, it's a no-brainer for me. It really is, because we'll get add-on clauses and stuff like that put onto him anyway, won't we? And buy back and stuff like that.
What did we pay for him, Andy?
Very, very well remembered. Very good, that, Kathy. I don't know what you mean there.
I think we only paid minimal things for him, because technically he was ours anyway. Once he had it.
How much did he cost? Did you say?
Was it about 30 million? So a season, and you're getting pretty much double your money on him. It's a way Pep's going to cut his squad down, which he wants, because he knows. I don't want to think what tempt fate, but I can't see us having that many injuries what we did last season. So
Jesus Christ, don't say that.
So some of the game time for some of these players, just simply not, unless he throws a spanner in the works and he does go for Rodrigo at Real Madrid. Now that the season may as well just give us the trophy. I'm not kidding. If Rodrigo comes in, just give us the trophy now.
Are you going to go up to 15 points if he comes?
Would you reckon that, Marie?
I'm not sure on that one, Andy. We'd need to see how he settled in with the team, because I'd say he's got a bigger ego than most of our players.
No, he's not. He's not. He's a very, very humble guy. Very, very humble guy. And even the likes of Jude Bellingham, Madrid says Rodrigo is actually the most talented player there, but everyone's all Mbappe and that other little tosser. So he's the actual scapegoat because he's a humble guy. And Stan, Rodrigo's top player, isn't he, mate?
He has, and he's a bit of a, what did they call him? pinch hitter. You know, he'll do things and he'll dig stuff out as and when. But it'd be interesting if he does come to us. Is Savio's opponent for that World Cup place is
Savio.
Rodrigo.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
well, Savio's. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see if Rodrigo at City would have a better chance of getting into the Brazil team than Savio at Tottenham. So something to keep your eye on there for Brazilian winger fans, all those Brazilian winger fans we have in the audience. Something to keep your eye out for.
And I think
But again, remember, always remember, wingers and fullbacks will always take longer to settle into Pep's system because of the way we are and what we do. And it's from Jack Grealish to Mahrez to Sane to whoever you want, Sterling, whoever you want who's played on that wing, there's always been a faction out there that'll go, yeah, they're all right, but and it's fair enough. It's a really, really difficult position to play because of the way we go up and down the pitch. So, here's one for you, and I know you like these devil's avocado questions, Andy. Could Rodrigo be the next Rod March?
No, mate. No.
Oh, got Roddy in the name.
I can't see it because I'm sure Rodney Marsh isn't Brazilian.
And he's a
Oh, but he was. Well, how do you know what his downstairs shaving arrangements are? What?
No, mate, and I don't want you to enlighten us either. Well, it is looking. I know it's only the first game of the season, and we started off brilliantly last season. However, it just seems that there's a hunger, you know, within Pep and his backroom team and the players. Because I think I said it on the last week's show, Anne-Marie. It's almost like the players and Pep and that are apologetic for only finishing third last season, so they've got that extra hunger to put it. You know, it's third. You know, a lot of teams would love to finish third, but
Exactly.
we've set them barriers where you couldn't continue it for every single season. But it looks like we've had a season off and we're back on it.
Yeah, and it was interesting. There was an interview on Sky yesterday with Bernardo, and I mean, he's talked such a good game, and it was interesting listening to him and listening to the way he described the dressing room now and things like that. And I think it's like we've taken a step back, had a look at what was wrong last season, and decided, you know, things like, obviously with the changes to the backroom staff as well, what a difference that's making to the team itself this season. And as a captain, Bernardo won't accept a drop in standard. And it was interesting when he went off yesterday and Diaz took the armband, he was really roaring at people. And I think sometimes that's what we need to see from our captain. So I think it is encouraging for this season. I think we learned a lesson last year. I think Pep's learned something in the last 12 months as well, because you can't have that loyalty to older players that we've had in the past. You know, we've got to admit that when these players' time is up, the time is up, and it's quite interesting. I know we were all disappointed and sad to see Kevin go, but his opening few friendly games for Napoli, I don't think have gone brilliantly.
No, they're on his back already, aren't they?
They're on his back already because they're saying he's not fit enough. He looks like he's overweight. And they're never things that I would ever have accused Kevin of. But it just makes you wonder, is it that he's hit his time and actually
Who's on his back?
The
The
Napoli fans.
Napoli fans.
But I'll tell
Is
you,
that having a go at KDB?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
there's one thing that all them players, if you listen to them, all their interviews and stuff like that, every last one of them are saying how much intervention there is from Pep, Linders, whatever you call him, and Colo. Where last season, if you look at it, it all fell on Pep because Kevin Keegan wasn't really getting involved. Now look at the sideline and listen to the players about what's happening in training. Pep too and Colo are on them all the time. One touch, pressure, pass and move, roaring and shouting, which didn't really seem apparent last year because it seemed to all fall on Pep's shoulders last year. And now the burden has been shared a bit, and that's probably why Pep feels that little bit lighter. But there's an energy in that team. And
yeah, and it's like what Dash says there, with Bob, it's not just all about his good, technical aspects of his game, but his decision making is better. You can tell which wingers understand their forward line and their movement around the box. We said that earlier on, Dash. It's just like at one point there's 4 or 5 Wolves players round Bob at one point yesterday, and his head was up. He didn't panic, and he still managed to pick a pass out of all that. So I'm sure it was to Rico, and again it comes back to it.
Even the goal, Andy, that he set up for the Reinders, that first touch, Jesus. And do you know what I really liked about that goal? Was yes, he took that ball off or beat that player and then run, and he had a choice then between Holland and Reinders hand went out, and he played that ball perfect, and Reinders didn't break stride, he just put it in the back of the net. And I think very few of our players were doing that.
Go on, Paddy, I'll let you read that one out.
Anyone ready to take Paddy's place as we get the best out of him? It wouldn't be hard to replace me.
Yeah. No,
but do you know what I'm saying, Andy? Because last season our players were taking touches, unnecessary touches, where Reinders didn't break stride; he just buried it.
Yeah, but it's like comparing apples to oranges, mate. It's last season. It's well documented. We had Bernardo, and I keep saying it. We had Bernardo, who was covering everyone and everything, every position last season, and he didn't have a good season in people's eyes. For me, I wrote that off. That the way he played, because I thought he played brilliantly, filling in all them positions.
Yes.
I think the only position he didn't play in was goal. And that's what you call a team player. So it's no coincidence that Pep's giving the armband this season, because he did lead by example. And he is he's already said himself in an interview, he's a bad loser. And some people might think he's a slapped ass saying that. No, he's a winner.
Yeah.
In this country, with two accepting
as well.
It's like in schools and stuff like that now, in the bloody whatever it's sports day and stuff like that. They don't get winners medals and stuff like that. They get something like a
taking part medal.
Taking part. So we're breeding, not losers. That's probably the wrong terminology, but we're not celebrating winners.
On that point, Andy, why did Gundogan come back to Man City? What did he say about the Barcelona dressing room?
Yeah, unprofessional.
When they lost, nobody was asked. They were just playing music and laughing and joking, and they lost the game, and he couldn't comprehend that.
Mm-hmm. Elliot says, and Elliot is not an in the know. I have a feeling we might see 2 more leaving, so that's 4 leaving. Well, Macca's gone. Savio, it looks like Savio's going to go. Looks like Ederson will go. I think Ortega will go as well. Can you
what
see
about Calvin Phillips?
Who's he?
Exactly, the invisible man.
No, it's.
We get 10 million for him.
I'd just let him go. I'd just let him go back, mate.
Nobody will. Nobody will take him for 10 million.
It's
Come on now, he's in, hello, bit of perspective, he's an England international.
He's a
No.
treble winner.
Yeah.
We're going to have to give a club more than 10 million to get rid of him.
Come on, Stan. Kevin Phillips is not that bad.
Kelvin isn't very good either.
We get 10 million for him, 60 for Savio, and bring Rodrigo from Real Madrid. Happy days, job done.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Are you playing fantasy football there, Paddy?
No, I was talking to Hugo there before we come on. I was telling him what the story was. And he says, right, no problem. He says he discussed it with Anne-Marie at the Derby when she's in smoking in Caldoon's toilet.
What's Anne-Marie doing? Sat in Caldoon's toilet. Do you mean
exactly.
the restroom?
She's cleaning it.
Yeah. All right for some.
Gordon, good evening, pal. Ederson over Trafford for me. Ederson can also kick long balls. He can, mate, but I don't think he's going to be staying. I think that deal could be concluded in the next few days, depending on what news outlets you look at.
But that is a bit funny, Andy, isn't it? Realistically, come away now from James Trafford. Like, why does Ederson want to leave that team?
No idea, mate. He might just climb it. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's not.
Well, let's go back to the earlier reason why Savio might want to go. The World Cup year, isn't it? Maybe he wants to have a full season in there and show that he's better than Ederson.
But what better stage do they display that on the best team in the world or the best league in the world? In the best team in the world as well, by the way.
Getting minutes counts, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Are they in Europe? I think they are, aren't they? If they're in the Champions League, then
In the Champions League, Galatasaray, yeah.
Turkey's in Europe.
So,
it's in Europe, yeah.
That's not what we asked under.
All right.
So it's yeah, you can see it from that point of view. From the players' point of view, by the way.
Well, suppose if he stays in the UK, Stan, he won't be in Europe, will he? Because you've already leave.
Well, if he could have an option,
Mystic Stan, can you see Rodrigo coming in?
Yes.
If Savio goes, I think it's I think they will. It seems from all the gossip and all that, it seems like he's quite happy to come.
But
he'll join the system.
Isn't that going to knock Bob back a little bit? And like Dave says there, Marmoush as well. It's because we're not really spoke about Marmoush, has we? And I love his work rate, Marmoush. He seems to track back. He seems to play better there than Doku because he's got a bit more about him defensively as well as.
Well, I'm going to just defend Doku here a little bit because that was one of the things that I noticed yesterday. He did track back more. He won the ball back in defence. So I think he needs a little bit more credit than he's getting.
Your opinion? If you had to choose one or two, would you have Marmoush playing there or Doku? And it just comes down to opinions, doesn't it?
I know, and it's a really tricky one for me, because
there's not much between them, Andy.
No, there isn't.
What? Are you serious? Let's look at the assists and goals what Marmoush brings, mate, compared to Doku. So there's not much between them. Worlds apart. Stan, rattle their heads, mate. Bring a bit of sense into this.
No, they got a point.
we brought Stan around our way of thinking.
The two slightly different players, aren't they? And this thing with Rodrigo, will it impact on Bob? Yeah, quite possibly. But at the end of the day, what normally will win you a league is when you look at the strength of the bench. Last year, our bench wasn't quite good enough because of all the problems that had gone on. Now, if you're going into a game one week and the lads know that they will not be starting every single match, they will get the minutes when you look at it at the end of the year. And it's a turkey shoot now between now and March when the big games come on who he's going to be picking for the big matches. Because you're going to end up with a situation that if you want Bob to do something against a certain team, you'll pick Bob. If you want Rodrigo to do something against a certain team, you'll do that. If you want Marmouche or Doku, you'll do this, that, and the other. I think the only person that's immune from all this is Haaland because of the length and size of the contract.
Here's a question for you, Stan. You're the resident stat man. How are we looking for the 8 homegrown players?
I think we're all right. And we've got quite a few who were under the age where we can just bring them into the squad anyway.
Yeah, Aki's one of them, Paddy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Walker, Greedy, Calvin,
Aki,
James McAtee
Stones.
are gone.
You've got Aki, Stones, Rico,
Bob,
O'Reilly,
Oscar Bob,
Oscar Bob, Foden.
Nico O'Reilly, Cuddly Toy.
Yeah, we said him. The new keeper, the lad from Chelsea.
Oh, James Trafford.
And Trafford.
I just said them too.
Yeah.
You know, listen.
You didn't.
And we've also got Erling Haaland. He was born in Leeds. Wish that counted. Technically, he was born in Leeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have played for
It was, yeah, but
surprised you didn't steal him.
Oh, here we go.
I'll get that chip off his shoulder.
there's another one.
Calvin Phillips.
There's another one. Calvin Phillips. Yes, well done. Just thought the same thing, everybody.
He's got a Saudi called into Blue Art washing camels. I know he did, didn't he? Pep mentioned Saudi Arabia in his presser.
Did he? I didn't see it.
You don't seem to see much these days.
What the hell?
Liverpool's so
But
busy.
you know what? It's a shame for likes of say Calvin Phillips and even the Greedies now. It's a big step up to go from playing very well and a kind of second tier team, they come in the elite team. There's a hell of a difference, and not everyone's going to make it. And I know you're talking small percentages, 5-10%, but it's the 5-10% makes you an elite athlete.
See, we know now. Steve's nailed it. He's got a turkey because he needs new teeth.
Do you know what? Paddy? It's even less than 5 and 10%, and you're down to really small margins.
Yeah.
It really is.
It doesn't make him a bad player. No, I mean,
no.
I'm not going to sit here, and it makes me uncomfortable when I hear people saying that Calvin Phillips is a bad player. He's not a bad player. You know, Jack Grealish is not a bad player, and you're going to see that at Everton.
No. We haven't got any bad players in the squad. I think Rico Lewis gets pelters, but he's not a bad player. I think sometimes that's the big difference is whether people like it or not. When you're actually at the stadium and you can see everything going on, you get a lot better perspective of what's happening. And you'll notice you'll very rarely get regulars slaughtering a player because they can see what they're doing off the ball far better than you can on the telly. And,
Nice.
you know...
Should we go through our homegrown?
Yes, please.
We've got Bettinelli, James Trafford, Nathan Ake, Rico Lewis, John Stones. Esbrand is still with us currently in the squad. Phil Foden, Nico O'Reilly, Calvin Phillips,
You can't really
So-
count him.
Eh?
You can't really count Calvin Phillips because he's not going to be there. He's not going to be part of the squad.
Well, you don't know, mate. If nobody comes in for him, so currently we've got 1,
That's 9. You just said.
3, 4,
You didn't
5,
mention. You didn't mention Bob there.
7.
No, you didn't actually. No.
Oh yeah, 8, 9. So with Bob, that's 10 we've got. So I think
9 because Calvin Phillips won't be there.
well, it's still more than enough. SOS is asking. I think it's a question what deserves to be asked. Is it a make or break season for Doku, Stan?
Yeah, I think it's a make or break season for every player every time they start in the August. You've got to step up, and you've got to keep that. You've got to get to that level. If you don't, he'll get rid of you, and it doesn't matter what you did last year.
I think he's learned that lesson because
He
didn't learn that lesson the season before last, mate. Has Stan froze or has he had a stroke?
He's on his neighbour's Wi-Fi again.
Look at him.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Andy. Watch the match back and watch Doku yesterday. There was a hell of a lot more urgency to get that ball into the box than previous. Like, we can only go off last season, but that ball was coming into the box a hell of a lot faster. And I don't think that's happening by accident.
These loonies in the comments, they may be.
Talking about prizes on Bullseye.
No, Generation Game.
No, Bullseye.
Generation Game when it went.
No, it's Bullseye because they said, here's what you could have won at the end of Bullseye.
And you don't get anything for the pair.
That's play your cards right.
Oh, controversial.
Stay out the black and in the red. Nothing this
Listen,
game
in this
between a
game,
bed.
2 in a bed. Bullseye. Thank you.
See, Blue Heart gets me. No, we was initially on about the price is right.
We were on about getting a speedboat. Shut that door. That's Generation Game, Blue Heart.
So speaking of speedboats without drivers, can you see Doku performing this season?
I think he will. I think he's learnt a lot in the last 2 seasons with us. Even towards the end of the season and in the Club World Cup, he looked much better for us. Was better at passing the ball and knowing when to hang on to it and when to try and pass it. I think it's a constant chance for him to improve, and I think that it's good for him, but he does need to perform.
They all do. Every last one of them.
Yes, they all do. You're dead right.
Because if they don't, that squad's big enough now, but there's somebody knocking down that door.
The only person who's untouchable, I would say, is like you said before, Haaland.
I don't think so. Not this season. I think Pep will be ruthless. Haaland's not knocking them in, and he's not playing well. He will find himself on the bench.
No. I'll tell you what.
He will find himself on the bench for certain games, though. Definitely. He might rest him for the European game, put him on the bench and things like that. I can see that happening.
And I think I tweeted it yesterday. The difference is now because we've got options. We've got that. We've got the opportunity to rest some of these key players now. Whether it's bringing them off after 70 minutes, like we saw with Haaland. I forget what time Haaland came off yesterday, but we certainly didn't have that last season.
Well, Pep said that.
No.
Pep says he can't put all the players on the bench that he wants to put on. Someone has to sit at home.
Well, unfortunately, Pep's paid to do that, mate.
That's how much competition there is for places. Some people are not even going to make the bench.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a great thing. That's not a bad thing.
No, that's a good thing, mate.
You know?
Because we've actually got the options now. And again, it's not just in midfield or up front; it's defensively as well. Like where's Gvardiol? We're not seeing Aki yet, because I can't see Ain't Nori being dislodged out of form or anything, because he looked really, really good yesterday. He's got that pace to come back, and he seems to have that knack of just getting his toe to a ball. Right back, I can see Beckenbauer settling there, but there again, if Stone stays fit, will we see Ain't Nori, Gvardiol, Diaz, John Stones? Akanji's not featured really in the pre-season or anything like that. So,
I hope we manage John Stones, because John Stones, he is a Rolls Royce of a player. You can see that yesterday, but it's just a matter of.
He's made of glass, though, Paddy.
I know that, but that's what they all stand. They come up with a plan. Like there's Jesus Christ, there's sports scientists, there's everything there at that club. They come up with a plan, the same as your man Ledley King, and keep John Stones safe.
Thomas Tuchel was at the training ground today, wasn't he?
Oh, well, that's the end of Stones then, isn't it? He'll take him to the World Cup and then his wheels completely fall off.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bit of personal responsibility in that, Stan. Like, at the end of the day, if he wants... The difference now with Stones is this time. Stones knows he goes missing for that period of time this season. Husanoff, Akanji, Diaz, Guardiola, they're all there to step up, and he won't.
No, yeah.
Gaffy says, "Is this a pub quiz? TV shows?" Yeah,
you know what?
I think everyone wants to be a millionaire.
You know what, Cafe? I don't think we've got any idea what's happening from one week to the next, which I think is part of the charm of it.
That's what I said. That's what I said earlier, Stan. Who would have had Rico starting yesterday? I don't think anybody in this chat, as well as us, would have had Rico starting yesterday. But you know something? Fair play. And again, I'll say it again. Fair play to Rico the way he played yesterday. So that must give Rico, a massive boost, knowing that he's gone in there ahead of Nunes or another, or even Akanji, because Akanji's fit.
Did you see your man pointing at him, Andy? The Wolves player is pointing at Rico Lewis in his face and stuff, and Rico Lewis was slapping his hand down. I was thinking to myself, do you actually know he's a fucking second or third dan black belt? He'll actually put you on your arse if you hit him.
Yeah, not on the football pitch, though. He won't, Paddy.
I think it's worth mentioning again, though, Paddy. I really do.
Manchester United.
You love that, Paddy, don't you?
Oh, that's this nearly 40 years of fucking hate that is.
I know, but so on to Spurs next at home.
I'll be there. Fresh air, not armchair.
Yeah, Steve started, so I'll let him finish. So Spurs, will that be a different kind of game, or can you see us just carrying on with, although we're at home, being a bit more expansive, if you like?
I think it'll be a different type of game.
Why and how?
Because Spurs will offer more of a threat to us than Wolves did yesterday. So I think, in terms of that, I don't think we can be quite as open as we were yesterday. I still think we'll beat Spurs. But it will. I think it will be a different type of game. That's just my thoughts on it.
It'll be a tougher game. We'll have to put a hell of a lot more work in it. But at the same time, you can see what Spurs are going to do. They're going to sit back and hit us in a counter-attack. You know, like they're not.
You reckon?
They're not coming to play open, expansive football against us because they get their arse handed to them.
How can you see it panning out, Stanley?
I think it's going to be a hard-fought 8-0 win.
I tell you, you're consistent if nothing else.
Do you know what, Paddy? If we win 8-0 once this year, you'd get all your money back in that one game that you predicted correctly.
But the thing is,
You only have to come up once every 250 matches, and you get your money back.
If we won 8-0 any time this season, I'm going to take a week off work. I might even have a pint.
Yeah, steady on, son. No. Yeah. Do you know what? They're a tough team and they are a bogey team. They're hard work. We've got every right to be wary of them, but we've got no reason to be afraid of them.
or anybody this season, Stan.
Mm. Oh, you're all right. You've got winning it by 10 points. You must have your feet up every week with your little what do they call them? Old people put them on the knees to keep warm. Blanket.
But don't you have us winning the league this season?
You'd never. I'm not. I'd love to win it, yeah, but I'm never going to say we will win it. I just not something to do or say. Yeah. There's going to be loads of headroom there for you though this year, isn't there? Now they put that new roof on, you'll be able to get your wigging. All that extra room above your head.
Wigan are not in the Premier League.
No, not Wigan. Not Wigan. Wigan.
Wigan.
Tell you what, you're more Wigan than Officer Wigan.
You just carry on chatting amongst yourselves.
Oh dear.
You've had these feelings now, Stan.
Yeah. So what do you think's happening in the world of City this week then, gang? Oh, here we go. Mm-hmm. You just come back off your Oasis tour?
Yeah, man.
All right, our kid.
I don't know. So,
Are you looking
predictions,
forward
Stan?
to that new... Sorry, well, I remember. Are you looking forward to seeing that new roof, Andy?
Yeah, because this bit's falling apart.
What? Old Trafford? Old Trafford falling apart, or is there just a couple of cracks in there?
Come on.
Did you get rid of that rat yet in the roof?
In fact, I'm going to put now... You just carry on. I'm just doing something for the gang.
All
Yeah,
right.
well... Yeah, what was I say? Yes, Paddy, the next time you're at City, I'm telling you, have you seen the changes? Have you been watching what's going on behind the back of the stand?
No, I'll see it next week when I'm over.
Nice one.
Right,
Honestly,
so the
well,
little tickers go in there because I want you not you because I'm going to get yours live on air. I want predictions for the Spurs match, score, and the last goal scorer. So anybody in the chat, either send me a message or email me, and I'll put your name into the draw. But I want the correct score and the last goal scorer.
DaleBoySprings@peckingwater@gmail.com.
Hey,
Do you want mine, Andy?
go on, Anne-Marie.
3-1 to City, Doku to score the last goal.
I know you won't be fucking winning. Hey? 3-1 Doku.
Yeah.
Come on, Patrick.
3-1 Haaland. There's no point in fucking asking him.
No, he's going to try
Haaland
to
Bale.
Come on, Stan.
8-0, Marmite. Marmouche.
Are you going to be sensible or what?
He fucking is
Yeah,
being sensible.
All right then. 8-0 Doku. 8-0 Marmou. You'll mock me one day. You'll mock me one day, and we'll win 8-0, and it'll be like, I was right against Salford, wasn't I? I was right against Salford.
I was giggling, mate, because there's more chance of us winning 8-0 than there is of Doku scoring.
Hey, what's with the Doku who back the hates back this season?
Yeah. The Doku haters.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah, and I get slagged for slagging off the right-hand side from time to time.
I'm not slagging Doku off.
It's a good job they swap halves, isn't it, Ambery? That because otherwise, if you were playing one way all the time, and that was your end of the pitch, you'd be getting pelters all game. At least you get a rest for 45 minutes every match.
Stan, what's your score prediction?
He told you.
I told you, 8-0 Marmouche.
I'm going to go 3-1 City and 3-1 City and
Trafford. Trafford.
Your love child.
Reinders again.
Sign your rating, Diaz.
I'm going to Judge Reinders. I'm going for last goal. So
Do you know Churky's only 22 years of age?
Yeah, it's his birthday today.
Jesus, what a future that has ahead of him.
not
Is he
seen
not,
that day.
is he not 22 today?
Yeah, it's his birthday. He's 22 today.
Yeah, he's 22 today, Paddy. Not
Paddy's
22.
22 today.
Stick an echo chamber in here.
Spurs are quicker, so if Richarlison's playing, stop him. I'd stop him. I'd be kneecapping him.
Yeah.
You might see the appearance of Uzbekimbow then, mightn't you?
Get
Yeah.
Diaz to wind him up and get him sent off.
Imagine getting that wound up by somebody speaking Uzbeki at you, that you punched him and got sent off. What was he saying? I don't know. Just the way he said it.
I think if any City player punched Richarlison and got sent off, they would definitely get a standing ovation going on.
So we'd get a good whip round.
Somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. Grot bags.
Yeah, Emu.
Oh no, it's not Grot bags. She's dead, isn't she now?
Just eat.
Just yeah. Gordon says 8-0 Walker.
Thank you, Gordon.
We agree.
Good afternoon.
Oh, breaking news from Elliot. Ederson to Galatasaray, done.
How
That's
much?
correct.
Done. It's done. And I don't even need to look at this because I know Elliot will be bang on.
Tell you what, though, there's no way that Savio deal will go through this week. They're not going to have him playing against us, are they?
No, they'll put it in the T's and C's, won't they?
PUBcast?
Do you remember the last play where that happened? Michael Brown, when we sold him to Sheffield United in the week, and Sheffield United beat us 1-0. Michael Brown winner.
He was a horrible little so-and-so, he was.
Yeah, but you wanted him on your side.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
He was like belling me.
There you go. Another break in. An agreement between City and Donnarumma.
What is
Tell you
Donnarumma, actually?
I know Elliot will be absolutely over the moon if this comes off because it's his favourite keeper.
What age is he, Andy? Or Elliot, what age is he?
Elliot, how old are you? How old are you, Elliot?
Not Elliot, you muppet.
No, I can see them both going through. To be fair,
Donnarumma was only 26, Paddy.
So, like, he's coming in for direct competition for Trafford. Andy won't like him.
I will, because he'll be playing for our badge, mate.
No, he'll dislodge Trafford and Andy will hate him.
We don't know, do we? We just don't
And
know.
he's a good tall keeper, isn't he? He's 6'5".
Well,
And
Trafford
he
is
is
6'6".
Yeah.
Say
Do
what?
you remember? I was
Anne-Marie.
saying it, January.
Anne-Marie, I'm 5'10", and I believe I'm a keeper.
Well, having met you, I'm going to disagree, but there we go.
You're coming back from that, Andy. Done you there.
You need a couple of more visits to Turkey, Andy.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd get a bit of my own back.
No, quite entitled to, Anne-Marie. You're quite entitled to.
We really missed you last week, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, and you'll miss me again next week because I'm going on my well-earned holiday.
Fucking
So you're not going to the Spurs match?
No, I'm not going to be at the Spurs match. I'll be on a boat.
A boat?
During the Spurs match.
So,
We'll be going back to that madness thread there now. Are you going on a night boat to Cairo?
No, I'll be floating around Dubrovnik.
I've always said you're a floater.
Oh.
Dear God. Yeah,
So
fly out to Dubrovnik
so
on Thursday.
That means Paddy will have actually attended more matches this season than you.
I did last season too.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Me and Stan were there when the brown stuff hit the fan. We had to get off the armchair and become fresh air to get us over the line.
Yeah.
Did you notice, Paddy, when the going got tough last year, look who Pep brought off the armchair to get onto the benches at the stadium.
Exactly. We were in the stadium and we didn't even know my moose scored.
So when the going got tough, he brought Billy Ocean off the bench.
Yeah.
Correct. But more importantly, he got two of the best reserve armchair supporters going.
Absolutely. See them fair weather fans, Stan. You know what I mean? Spoiled rotten over the last few years.
Reg says Anne-Marie a floater on a lilo.
No, floating on a lilo with a cigarette in one hand and a beer in the other.
Shocking behaviour.
Steve Black, that's a dreadful thing to say.
That's a what was he saying?
Anne-Marie being exported as an immigrant, one in, one out.
But you're the son of an immigrant.
I'm the daughter of an immigrant, you're right. But an immigrant that's paid his taxes and all his insurances and everything all the time he's lived in this country. So I think he's done all right.
And another one you stole from Ireland. There's a pattern forming here.
Do you think you steal everyone?
No, it's not Paddy thinking Ireland can steal everyone. It's everybody stealing stuff from Paddyland.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Paddy's land, rather.
Another immigrant there.
Who, me?
No,
me.
In the corner.
I'm just looking for something before we go.
I know what it is and all. Picture of Pep with that cigar, and you're going to put one Lilo behind him, and then say it's Anne-Marie with the cigar on Lilo.
I wasn't. It is a picture of Anne-Marie though. Next week.
Oh God.
So Anne-Marie's going. What do you say? You're going to be sat there on what? Cigarette in one hand.
Cigarette in one hand, but beer in the other.
Wait. And when you're there, are you going to be meeting Paddy?
Blue Heart I wasn't at the Cresta Court, but there was people outside it protesting again this week. That's 2 weeks running. They've been outside the Cresta Court protesting.
Have these people not got jobs? Do they not contribute taxes?
No, it's on a Friday night, Stan. Why they've got nothing better to do on a Friday night? So on one side of the road, you've got the people that are opposing the immigrants being in the hotel. Outside the hotel, you've got the other lot that are saying let them all in, and you've got the police right down the middle of the road, and it's just an absolute farce. These people have got nothing better to do on a Friday night.
Back to the football. Change the subject.
Yeah.
DC says, love Anne-Marie from Benidorm. Right. I think we'll park it there this week. I'm getting too hot in here. I'm too hot in here. So, Anne-Marie, unfortunately, because you was off last week, you won't be getting holiday pay for next week, being off again.
Well, there's a shocker.
And you didn't put in an annual leave request?
Nope.
Is there any chance you can just get regular pay?
Yeah, never mind holiday pay. You're right,
Well,
Stan.
Stan, you would get regular pay, but we keep fining you because you don't turn up in time. You're like your club that you support.
Yeah. In fact,
I've got a busy life. Paddy, you're lucky to have me.
In fact, Stan's hardly here. He's actually on a performance improvement plan.
He's on a back to work scheme, YTS.
Right, Anne-Marie, enjoy.
Get me work done in 5 minutes. Get me work done in 5 minutes, then I have to hang around for an hour and a half. Right, go on.
Anne-Marie,
I'll enjoy my holiday. Thank you.
enjoy
Thank
your
you.
well-deserved holiday.
Yeah, and
Paddy?
thanks everyone for your kind words about Dad and everything. It's an absolute joy to see.
Well, I hope you pass him all these goodwill messages.
I certainly do. You'd be surprised.
You'll have to get him on for a quick appearance one week.
I will do.
Paddy, I probably will see you on Saturday.
Because we won't be pissing off in our holly bobs the first home match of the season. We like to plan our life around Man City, unlike others, Andy.
And Stan, all I can hope for with you, mate, is that you just turn up next week.
You're lucky I'm on the same planet.
No, you're not, mate.
That's up for debate, mate.
And to everybody in the chat, as always, have a great week. And don't forget, email savageonlinestore1@gmail.com your predictions. So it's the score and the last goal scorer, and I will put you into a hat.
For a UK draw, is it?
Oh, Andy's frozen now.
Gremlins. I meant use 3. Have a great week all. Yeah, get your predictions in and I will put you all in a draw and give you a nice, I'll give you a nice Anne-Marie mug or something like that. Have a great week all, and we will do this madness again. When will we do it, Stan?
Sunday.